Hey, today I'm at the Museum of Horology in Chaux-de-Fonds, and I'm going to try to show you around here a little bit. I'm going to focus on what I'm interested in because the museum is so big, and I presume that over the coming years my interests will change, so I'll have the opportunity to come back and focus on different things, but today I'm going to focus on what I'm interested in. So this is the top level. This is I guess a telescope. Observatory Neuchâtel, Meridian telescope, built in 1913 by the Société Genevoise d'Instruments de Physique, to determine the astronomical time. Oh, cool. So that's how you set your clock. Lay down right there. Look right in there. Look at the stars. And then, voila, that's what time it is. No, I don't see where the readout is, but that's freaking cool. Now we have modern devices like Garmin, GPS, and smartphones to do all that. Okay, and then moving down, there's a floor. Basically, the top part's very small. This floor is full of pocket watches and wristwatches and historical items, some tools. And it's just cabinet after cabinet like this. So it's hard to capture all this in video in detail. In fact, it's impossible. But what's amazing is just to come here and spend an afternoon looking at everything in person. You can see the scale and detail of thousands and thousands of different timepieces. I suggest if you come here by yourself or with somebody with a lot of patience so that you can really take things in and not be worried about spending too much time. like it that there's these benches so you can just sit down and study. Okay, and then down on this level, let me see if there's something here. That's a funny swatch with a. This is like a Christmas special in 1990s, I think. Reminds me of another watch. So this is an astronomical clock commissioned by Turler, which is a jeweler in Zurich. I think this is the main output, but no, it's not true. There's output on every side of it. That is insane. Makes the Antikythera mechanism look like child's play. That's the city of Zurich. That's cool. This is their workshop where they do actual restoration. It's a Saturday today, so there's nobody working. That's kind of good because it says no filming. And I presume that's because of the people that would be working there if it was a weekday. It's always fun for me just to look at what these workbenches have on them in terms of tools, to see if I know what everything is. What an amazing place that would be to work. There's a Schablin 70 lathe. Basically got 3 of those. That's probably a Chablin 112. Looks bigger to me. Oh, you can see the belt, sorry. You can see the belt mechanism on that one. Collets. That lathe looks a lot like my no-name lathe, except for that has the flat belts, and it's like 3 times bigger. Maybe twice as long, but by volume it's like 3 times bigger. Wonder what that is. All right, so I think that's it for today. I want to get better at doing museum videos, and one of the keys is going to be to actually get permission and be able to set up a tripod, and take some time because the iPhone is not ideal for this. And you're not allowed to even extend the arm on the selfie stick in here without some kind of advance permission, so I don't think they'd be thrilled about me pulling out a tripod, but I can ask for permission next time. All right, anyway, thanks for joining me for this one. There's the clock 2 in Musée. And when they have the watch fair, it's down there in the basement.
Ils ont tout changé.
If you want to buy some touristy stuff, you can buy that. I have this book. I brought it with me to study tonight. I'm on this tower, the 14-story high tower in the kind of the center of the Chaux-de-Fonds, And I just wanted to point out the situation here with where things are. So kind of right down here is the train station. The train tracks are right back here. So if you come into town, train station's there. There's a little shopping mall here, and then the Museum of Horology is right here. And there's a nice watch shop here. A fellow named Lewis that I've seen at all the trade fairs has a shop down there. So I just want to go around to the other side of so you can see the other side of Le Chaux-de-Fonds. This side, you can see the layout of the streets and how big the buildings are. All kind of limited to 7 stories high, I think, something like that. And the streets are very wide because there was a big fire in I think it was the 1800s, might have been the early 1900s, and they rebuilt the whole city. And they built it for watchmaking. So the streets are wide and the buildings have a height limit so that every workshop in every building, whether it was a home or a commercial building, had natural light for the maximum amount of time each day. And for a small town, it gives you this really interesting feeling walking around, that it's spacious and big somehow. Grand. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a nice town.